Good afternoon, good evening, YouTubers. This is Jerry Diamond with How to Get Out of Babylon. I'm checking the temperature in the trailer, and I'm going to do another video. But I had the thought that this morning I got up real early, well, 6:30, because that's what was the coldest, to check the greenhouse. And I may go ahead and just move into the greenhouse. That clock's not right, obviously. That is fairly accurate, the thermometer up there. It's funny, in the summertime I try to get it to down to 80, and in the wintertime I try to get it up to 80 before going to sleep. Well, I haven't been bothering with the up to 80 these days because my stove's not in. I just jump into the sleeping bags and, well, onto the sleeping bag, under the sleeping bag, whatever. I'm thinking about actually getting into a sleeping bag if I do this again, but I probably won't. So that window over there is still, I keep it open just for some fresh air. But it got down pretty chilly last night. It got down to, in here, 22, 21.9 was one reading, but most of them hovered around 22 no matter where I pointed the laser, so it got chilly. And the reason I'm, what do we want to say, crazy enough, strange enough, the reason I'm doing that, and I don't make any other comments, is because two reasons. One, I'm dedicated to the greenhouse and keeping it warm, which is a good reason to just go live in it, over my own personal comfort. And I've taken some parts from my own rig here, my setup, which I disassembled for summertime, just because it was such a monstrosity and a screwy operation. That the guy that first lived in here had this. He didn't want to go through the ceiling, so he went out a window or a hole in the wall. And Bill said I've got his permission to go ahead and go through the ceiling, but it would mean taking out a cupboard. But it would go straight up, be simple, be done with it. And I'm thinking I'm probably would like to do that, but talk to him first. Anyway, so the long and the short of it is that there's two reasons. One is that, I'm more concerned about the greenhouse, and I could go live in there, except that daylight would come real early, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But the other one is that I'm deliberately toughening myself up, hardening myself. I think of Paul's verse, endure hardness as a good soldier of Jesus Christ. He was buffeted and beaten and all that good stuff. And so I'm considering that, because I believe that the time's going to come in the not too distant future when there will probably be the need to get out there and help people actually stay alive. Not just in the wild, but in camping situations, and where they do have some kind of a structure, some kind of a shelter, and it's going to be difficult. And I would like to be able to be of maximum use at that point in time, and that means I've got a cot, a sleeping bag, and that's about it. So, and that's what I'm basically living with right now. I'm on a military cot. I have a couple of sleeping bags. They're not great. Neither of them are great, but, they're okay. I was okay down to 21 degrees. And I actually got up at the coldest point during the night, deliberately got up to go out and check the greenhouse. And it was fine. It was at 44, 46 degrees. So I was pretty sure that was the case. I didn't think it could get down to 38, but supposedly it did, and I just would find that hard to believe, because it was 60 when I walked out the other night and 60 when I got back in, and in the interim, I didn't think it magically dropped down to 38 and got back up to 60. So anyway, but there you have it, YouTubers. That's gonna call this good, and I might post it, I might not, just because of just some thoughts.